Less and less of a break between these squalls that come through where the rain just comes down sideways and is blinding. And before it was about every 45 minutes or so. Now it's becoming more like every 20 to 30 minutes, and the rain is getting heavier out here. Let me show you the very latest on Dorian. Got a good bit of lightning as well, lighting up the sky again, which is not real typical with hurricanes, but we are seeing some more intense storms in the area, especially north of here. All right, so Dorian right now has maximum sustained winds, sustained at 100 miles per hour, and there are some higher gusts. It is moving now a little bit faster, northeast at 13 miles per hour, and this was expected, so it's going to make pretty good progress and move right along the North Carolina coast. And as it does so, it's going to come very, very close to Morehead City, very close to Hatteras, and not too far away from us here in Kill Devil Hills. And let me show you, the hurricane itself has a very expansive wind field. We've been talking about how the hurricane force winds have extended outward about 60 miles or so from the center. Well, the tropical storm force winds, they've extended out anywhere from 195 to at times 220 miles from the center. And that's why it's been so important to talk about these inland areas, because even if it doesn't make landfall, it's still going to have these winds extending well inland. Another issue that we saw a lot of today is the tornado threat. And here's what happens when you have wind coming on shore from out in the ocean. Out in the ocean, you basically have a flat surface, wind coming across the water at the surface and just straight through the air above it. But when you hit land, the air above it keeps going fast, while the low-level winds, they hit trees and hills and they slow down from friction. So you end up with slower winds at the surface, stronger winds aloft, and that creates wind shear. And that wind shear is what triggers tornadoes. And we saw quite a few of those in South Carolina early today. You can see the reports from the tornadoes earlier today down in South Carolina, about 10 of them. And these weren't small little spin-ups. Some of these were significant tornadoes. And that's a threat right here in Kill Devil Hills as we remain under a tornado watch until tomorrow morning. Let's talk more about the forecast and go inside with meteorologist Mike Stone. Mike?
Thanks a lot, Zach. In fact, here is how Dorian looks from outer space, and we'll fly on in, and underneath you can see the heavy rain, which is right near the coast. This is striking to the northeast. The last couple of radar frames looks like it's jogged just a tiny little bit towards the east. We're going to keep an eye on that. This is the plot of the tropical storm force and hurricane force winds over the next 24 hours. And you can see tropical storm force is going to get pretty close to the Norfolk and Virginia Beach. The hurricane force winds will stay just near or just east of where Zach is during the early morning tomorrow. Here's another portrayal in terms of the radar. Tornado watch for the Virginia Beach area down through eastern North Carolina. You notice, though, most of the rain is staying in North Carolina. I have a few showers trying to work over the border, but not a ton of rain just yet. We continue with the tropical storm warning for eastern Virginia, especially the northern neck, middle peninsula down into Hampton Roads for the day tomorrow. And as we take a look at our future weather, now keep in mind, if that storm jogs just a little bit farther east, there's a very sharp cutoff to the northwest of the rain. So the rain comes in tonight into tomorrow morning. The heaviest rain is going to be down by Virginia Beach and across far southeastern Virginia, but the rain across the metro, especially points west, not going to be all that heavy. And the rain will start tapering off from west to east during the late morning and early to mid-afternoon. And we may even start seeing a little bit of sunshine west of I-95 by later in the day. So highest impact is going to be down by Virginia Beach and Norfolk. They could have some gusts over 60 and some heavier rain amounts, storm surge, and coastal flooding. Now, again, this area where the tropical storm warning is, it all depends on the exact track. Closer to the coast could have some gusts over 50. Rainfall amounts could get over 1.5 inches to 1.75 inches. There will be storm surge and coastal flooding. The western side of this is get a little bit closer to I-95, maybe some gusts over 45, and rain maybe as little as 1/4 inch. And within the metro, rain, especially west of Richmond, will be fairly light, but we could have a few isolated gusts here over 30, 40 miles an hour. The lowest winds and least amount of rain is going to be across far western Virginia, where there may be some sections there that don't even see a drop of rain. 78 tomorrow, and then a nice weekend coming up with highs in the low and mid 80s. You may see a thunderstorm Monday and Thursday of next week, but you notice the high temperatures start creeping back up towards 90 degrees. Bill?